Rich, and I'll be your personal chef for the day. Everybody say hi, Rich. Hi, Rich. Now, on the count of 3, everybody tell me your names. Are you ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Everybody's name. Okay, great. I will remember everybody. Now, how many of you folks like to cook? You like to cook? Do you? You like to cook, sir? You do? What's your name? Dan? Nice to meet you, Dan. And you like to cook, sir? Yeah, me too. Okay, how many of you folks like to eat? Yeah, I love to eat. Yeah, me too. So, here's one that's even better. How many of you folks would like to be able to eat all of the food that you like and not have to worry about fat or cholesterol or diets ever again? Yeah, well, I'm going to show you how to do that. It's called waterless and greaseless cooking. How many of you folks have heard of waterless cooking before? You have? Okay. Oh, you have? And how many of you folks already have some of the cookware? Oh, you do? How long have you had your cookware? 42 years. Wow, that's a long time. What's your name? Al? Al, you've had the cookware for 42 years. So do you still use it? You do. That's my brother Al, ladies and gentlemen. He stops by the show every now and again to brag about his cookware. No, but seriously, Al, thanks very much for coming. And listen, we have something for you at the end of the show because you already own the cookware. So if you can stick around a while, that'd be great. I'll get that for you. So, how many? So it all starts with this machine right here, folks. This is called the kitchen cutter, and the kitchen cutter is not a trade show gadget. This is actually a professional grade tool. It's used by restaurants, hotels, and hospitals to chop vegetables, grate cheese, and make lots of coleslaw really, really fast. And occasionally, I get to give one of these away as a free gift. Who here would take one of these away as a gift if I were giving one away today? You would? Are you sure? You don't even know how to use it. You do? No? Well, hang on just a little bit and I'll show you how it works. So, the kitchen cutter comes with different cones with different settings. And not only is it a really easy machine to use, but it's a safe machine to use as well. So I'm going to cut up a couple of carrots here real fast for us. I put the carrots right in, and you turn the wheel, the carrots go down, and we're on our way. Okay, so did you know that the sharper you, or the thinner you slice the carrots, the sweeter they are? Isn't that nice? And see how quick and easy that is? Now, one thing I should show you about the kitchen cutter is that not only is it easy to use, but it's safe to use. Okay, you notice my bare hand on the bare blade. Frontwards is fine, backwards is fine, and inside is fine, right? But if you stick your fingers down inside the hopper, well, then you get finger food, okay? So, don't be that guy. But every kitchen cutter comes with a metal safety flap that sits on top as you run the food through, so it's easy to run and easy to clean. So, the cones come off. They're very easy to clean and use. You just put them in the sink or the dishwasher, clean them up, and there you go. The kitchen cutter also comes in 2 pieces for easy storage, but if I were to give one away to somebody today, you wouldn't want to store it, would you? No, you'd want to leave that right out on top of your countertop so that you use it every day, because what happens if we put it away? That's right, out of sight, out of mind, right? So if you get a free one of these today, you got to promise me that you'll leave it out with the cones on top just like this on your stove. It's a beautiful piece, so that you use it every single day. The kitchen cutter also comes with a suction cup that fits on most surfaces. So I get about 600 pounds of pressure here. Nice, and you can lift the counter right up if you wanted to, and if you drive like I do, you know, when you get home you can use it to pull the dents right back out of your car. So how many of you think a kitchen cutter is something you'd like to take home? Okay, well, stick around and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to do a little vegetable medley right here. So what we'll do is we'll take our 1-quart pan, and the first thing we're going to make here is some carrots. So we're going to put some sweet sliced carrots right in here, grown right here in Oregon in the richest topsoil in the world. Who said volcanoes are a bad thing? Heck no, they make the best topsoil anywhere. Okay. Get that going here. And then we'll put in some corn. Who knows corn is good for you? Yeah, well it is. It's full of antioxidants, and it has a natural blood sugar stabilizer in it. So it keeps people who are diabetic living well. And, boy, I sure love corn. Corn on the cob. A great family favorite. I'll stick that right in there like that. Okay, that's great. And the next thing we'll stick in there is some zucchini. You know, you ladies like zucchini? Zucchini is actually full of vitamin E, which is fantastic for those of you who are looking out for your complexion. Vitamin E is known to be good for your skin and your complexion, keeping us young and beautiful. Okay, I'll stack that right up in here. A little bit of zucchini right inside our vegetable medley. And we'll put in some yellow squash. Do you know that yellow squash actually has more vitamin C, in fact twice as much vitamin C as orange juice? Twice as much vitamin C as orange juice. And it's delicious. Now we're starting to get some color in here. A little bit of greens, some yellows. Okay, good. And here it is, God's favorite food, broccoli. Who here likes broccoli? Okay. Anybody not like broccoli? No? Well, let me tell you about broccoli. Broccoli was not my favorite. It wasn't. Until I started cooking without water. And suddenly it livened up in my mouth. It was fantastic experience to really start enjoying broccoli. And one of the best reasons to enjoy broccoli is that it's God's favorite food. That's right, 7 times more nutrition, minerals, vitamins in broccoli than any other vegetable. Not only that, but it fights against cancer of various kinds, including breast cancer, colon cancer in men. So here, I might be a little much there. Okay. And so eat your broccoli, kids. Eat your broccoli. Try it waterless. And I'm sure if you don't already love it, you'll begin to appreciate it a lot more. So who here knows that we eat with our eyes? Eat with our eyes? Especially kids, right? If it looks icky, they're not going to eat it. Ew! I don't want to eat that, right? Well, did you know that there are 2 colors that are scientifically proven to make us hungry? Yeah, 2 colors. Who do you suppose has that figured out? Right? McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Taco Bell. And if you go south the border into California, they have places like Chick-fil-A. They have In-N-Out Burger down there. And those are all what? Signs with red and yellow in it. So if you want to make food more delicious, then add a little color to it. We already have some yellow in here with our squash and our corn. Let's add a little red pepper to it. So here's some red pepper, delicious red pepper. Who knows the difference between red pepper and green pepper? Anybody know? You know? Yeah. Red pepper is a ripe green pepper. It's about 3 weeks on the vine is the difference. So when you eat red pepper, you spend a little more money, but I think you're worth it. When we add a little color to our diet, and not only that, but some people get a little bit of indigestion when they eat the green peppers that you just won't find in the red pepper because it's ripe. It's ripe and ready to go. It's ready to eat. I'm going to put a little cauliflower in there too because it's tasty and good for us. Okay. Well, we're in pretty good shape here. There we go. Let's go ahead and just for fun add a little more color with some red cabbage. Red cabbage, kids, red cabbage takes a little longer to grow than your green cabbage. But it is full of iron. It's also a little more expensive, but once again, worth it for you and your family. Okay, so a red cabbage and a red pepper with our greens and our yellows adds a lot of color, and not only does it look good, but it tastes good, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cook this. Now, if we were going to do this normally, what would we do? What's the next step in cooking that we would normally do if we were going to make a pot of vegetables. We would add water, right? We'd add a whole bunch of water to it, right? This is what Mom did. She added water to her vegetables, and then we put the lid on it. We crank it, put it on the stove here. We crank that all the way up to a zillion, and we just boil it to death, wouldn't we? That's right. That's right, we'd boil the heck out of it, right? So then what? Then we're all done, we'd check on it again, we'd say, huh, is that done? And if it wasn't quite done and squishy enough, we'd stab it again until it was completely dead, right? Well, folks, we don't need to do that anymore. That's right, this is what happens. This is just a quick rinse. Now look at this. Look at the difference here. See that? See the difference? Look at the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals after just a quick rinse off of our vegetables. Look at this. And then what do we do with this? We just pour it right down the sink, don't we? That's right. We just pour it right out. All that stuff going down. And that's just a rinse. What would happen if we were to boil it? Well, I think we all know. We dilute it because that's the best thing that water does is dilute stuff. It is the universal solvent. So instead of that, let's get the rest of the water out of here. All right? Let's make sure that we get all our water out. And let's cook it instead at 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Now 180 degrees is the ideal cooking temperature for our vegetables. Okay? 212, which is boiling point, as you know, is just too darn hot, and it's gonna overcook our vegetables. So what I'm gonna do to Bob, you said you're a cook, right? Bob, what I need you to do is I need you to let me know when this gets up to 212 degrees, if you would please. I'm sorry, not 212. When this gets up to 180 degrees, I'll need you to shout out, let me know that it's, just let me know, just raise your hand, throw a bell, throw a shoe at me, let me know that it's 180 degrees, and we'll stop this. Okay, would you let me? Thanks, Bob, I appreciate that. Thanks, Bob. Everybody give Bob a hand. What's that? You don't know when you might not know when it's going to be 180 degrees. That's okay. That's okay, because I have a plan. Check this out. When it gets to be 180 degrees, you'll see a vapor come right off the top. See the seal on here? Okay? You'll see a vapor come off the seal, and it'll come right up, and we'll know that it's time to take the vegetables all the way off the pan. Okay, so that's how you know. You think you got it? I have faith in you, Bob. Okay, everybody give Bob a hand again? All right, Bob's got it going on. Okay, who is ready to look at these beautiful vegetables? Okay, now, something that's really important to know, that we are a feature show here at Rich's Basement. As a matter of fact, we're the only show in Rich's Basement that's done completely clothed. Very important. Now, these vegetables, you're going to see in here just a second, are truly gorgeous, and we are going to want to let everybody know how beautiful they are when you see them. Okay, so can we hear a big ooh, wow, when we open this up? I mean, they are truly gorgeous. Okay, so a big ooh and wow when I open these up. Are you ready? On the count of three, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow. Now, aren't those beautiful? That's right. Look, one escaped. Yep. Now, listen. The yellows are still yellow. The reds are still red. The greens are still green. Isn't that neat? Okay, nothing has been diluted. And in just a moment, you'll get an opportunity to taste everything that we have right here. That's the best part of the cooking show, right? Okay, so check this out. Let's say you have some old guy lives with you, and he comes home from work and he says, you know, I need dinner on the table. Well, you just look at that old rascal right in the eye and you say, dinner is served. Look at that. Isn't that neat? You can use them as a table server or a platter there too. Now, in just a second, I'll have the opportunity to throw these around. And with a little bit of practice, I won't waste as many vegetables, but check that out. Look at that. Here in just a second, we'll be able to serve that up.